So,
Acharya, I want to ask you said mm, that we understand ourselves, then how can we live a minimalistic life without thinking what other people will think of us and what will happen if we leave this and our comfort zone and step beyond that? How can we stop negative thinking negatively and stop thinking about other people's opinion every time?
Do you see how minimalism is deeply related to liberation? The more you expand your material universe, the more you invest yourself in 20,000 material things around you, the more difficult will it be to walk free. Don't you see that? Why do you need to have such a huge household and 20,000 things to take care of? Fancy vases, expensive, all kinds of expensive things. I don't know their names. But you go to a normal middle class, upper middle class household and you see all those things. And each of those things need to be taken care of. You don't understand. You don't own those things. Those things own you. You ask somebody, please come over, let's have a good, lively discussion. I'm feeling youthful, energetic today. I'm up for a debate. Please come over. And what does the lady respond? I have, this special meal that I'm cooking for the night. Or something else. I mean, I'm going to shop and get whatever, I don't know. There are so many things. Those things are so repulsive. They don't exist in my vocabulary, so I'm short of words here. But how can...
Okay, then how we can handle the situation and live a balanced life then?
What do you mean by balanced? Balance between what?
Balance between household chores and other things. Balance between socializing.
Remember that the house exists. Remember that the house exists for you. Always ask yourself, do I need to have this particular thing in my life? Don't just go by the social norms. Do you really require that huge dining table? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Probably you do, probably you don't. Do you really require that entire cupboard full of that stuff? Probably you do. Maybe you don't. So these are the things that you must ask. But that minimalism, comes only when you have a love for the real thing. Then all kinds of nonsensical things you start leaving out. Because you can no more afford to spare time for them. And all the things that you have in your life, think of it, demand time. And that's the crime they do to you. They take away your time. Time is life. You think you have just brought in something in your life? No. You have added another item to the list of things that will take away your time. And if you have love for liberation, then you will have love for time, because time is your tool towards liberation. That's the reason time exists for you. That's the reason life exists for you. So that you have an opportunity to be liberated. Why do you want to waste this opportunity cleaning utensils? I mean, whatever. I'll do everything at home. Home cooked food is better. This is that is that. Come on, I understand. I fully well know that home cooked food is probably more nutritious. Come on, it's all right to live 10 years fewer. But if you spend half your life just cooking food, I don't see the point. If you do everything at home, obviously everything will be better. If you do your laundry by your own hands, obviously it would be better. You do not know what kind of chemicals the professional laundry service uses. So, yes. But what's the price you are paying? Don't you see the cost, please? If 6 or 8 hours a week you're just doing the laundry, where is the time for the real thing then? And you are very smug, very proud. I eat only home cooked food. And how do you eat home cooked food? I cook it all by myself. I invest 3 hours a day cooking my food. What else is hell? A huge kitchen where everybody is only cooking all the time. Cooking, cleaning, washing. 3 kids are there. Somebody needs a footwear, somebody needs underwear. And that's all that is there to your life. Footwear for the younger one, underwear for the elder one. Thermal wear for the husband and his father and his grandfather. They feel so cold. Is this what you are born for? Please. But this value is very, very deep in Indians especially. The house is the temple and the family members are the deities. I say, live a houseless life. Why do you need to be anchored to one piece of real estate? What's the great pride in that? My plot, my house. Live like a wanderer. What's the problem? Save all your time. Don't belong to any piece of land. Now, what I'm saying will be sacrilege to so many ears. Somebody will say Ram, Ram, Ram. Somebody will say Tawba, Tawba, Tawba. What is he saying? He is destroying the institution of the home, the family, everything. I do not know any institution. I know the human being, and I know that the human being exists for the sake of liberation. No institution is bigger than liberation. What have you done? Crores of women you have confined to the house, and you call them the queens of the house, I don't know what all, the Holy Mother. Do you ever bother to inquire into their real condition? And not only women, even the men. A lot of their time is expended just doing this and that. That particular wall needs to be painted. The neighbors need to be sorted out. Can we get fancy electric bulbs, multicolored? We can't have a full-sized swimming pool. Can we at least have a tank in which we can vertically stand and console ourselves that we too have something, just as you are the queen of the house. Similarly, now you are the queen of the pool, standing vertically. And you have proof, see, you are all wet. How are you different from a professional swimmer? He too gets wet, you too are wet. So happy. I'm not necessarily against the physical house or the mental home. I am for liberation. If the home assists liberation, I am very much in support of the institution of the family, the household, and all those things. But typically, they don't aid your liberation. Typically, they become cages. And that's why I oppose them. Otherwise, I have nothing against all those things.
Okay, then how can we like gen can can we say that it's not necessary that there is a gender role? Anyone can do household chores, and there is no need to spend most of the time doing household chores, rather doing meaningful things.
Obviously, first of all, reduce. Secondly, give up the value that a sparkling, clean household is the zenith of human accomplishment. No, I would sometimes go and I would say, Auntie, let's go out for coffee. She was a favorite aunt. No, beta, give me half an hour more. Why? The drawing room needs to be dusted. Now, the drawing room is already cleaner than any place I ever saw. But with her microscopic or telescopic or I don't know what kind of eyes, she has managed to locate 4 specks of dust. And she is hellbent, unless those 4 rascals are taken care of, I won't leave the house. What's the problem? All women should be compulsorily made to live in boys' hostels for 5 years. They should learn from the boys. I mean, the typical boyish standards of hygiene and all, the way boys live in hostels. That will educate the women for life. If people of your own species can live the way boys live in hostels, why do you set such impossibly high standards of cleanliness for your houses? Live as the boys do. I mean, you can be a little better than them because boys stink all the time. You need not stink that much. But you also need not have a Taj Mahal as your house. Are you getting it? You're uncomfortable with what I'm saying. Are you?